So I didn't answer this one, Joe? I did. I did.
As one of the most influential pop culture icons, Michael Jackson's sudden death in 2009 shocked the world. Nevertheless, the fascination with his life didn't end there. Over the years, some fans and conspiracy theorists have proposed various reasons why the King of Pop might still be alive. This video discusses 10 such reasons without endorsing any particular conclusions about their validity. Number 1. Inconsistencies in death reports. One of the key reasons fueling the theory that Michael Jackson could be alive is the alleged inconsistencies in the reports surrounding his death. These inconsistencies have been dissected and discussed by fans, journalists, and conspiracy theorists, further shrouding the event in mystery. The official cause of Jackson's death, according to the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office, was acute propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication, resulting from the actions of his personal physician, Conrad Murray. However, some have questioned the medical reports, pointing out discrepancies such as variations in the reported drug levels, the time of death, and the physical descriptions of Jackson's body. A few theorists have even challenged the authenticity of Jackson's autopsy report, highlighting discrepancies such as the absence of a description for Jackson's distinctive physical features, including his burns from the 1984 Pepsi commercial incident and other cosmetic surgery marks. There have also been questions regarding the 911 call made from Jackson's home. Skeptics have scrutinized the reported timeline of events, from the discovery of Jackson's unresponsive body to the delay in calling for emergency services. Finally, the public spectacle of Jackson's memorial service and the private nature of his funeral added fuel to the speculative fire. The closed casket at his public memorial service left some skeptics unconvinced, further propelling the theory that the King of Pop faked his own death. It's important to note that these inconsistencies could be the result of honest mistakes, misunderstandings, or sensationalism. However, they provide fodder for those who maintain that Michael Jackson might still be alive today. Number 2. His eccentric behavior and love for disguises. In addition to inconsistencies in death reports, Michael Jackson's own eccentric behavior and his well-documented love for disguises have contributed to the belief among some that he might still be alive. Throughout his life, Jackson was known for his unique and sometimes unusual conduct. Often termed the Peter Pan of pop culture due to his fascination with maintaining an eternal youth-like aura, Jackson's lifestyle and behaviors often veered far from the norm. His private amusement park, Neverland Ranch, and his numerous pet animals are examples of his distinct persona that transcended the typical confines of celebrity life. Such was the extent of his commitment to these disguises that he once reportedly attended his own concert incognito, wearing an afro wig and fake teeth. Some proponents of the theory that he is still alive argue that, given Jackson's proficiency in deception and disguises, it's conceivable he could have engineered his disappearance to escape the pressures of fame. His fascination with magic and illusion also plays into this narrative. He reportedly befriended several magicians, including Uri Geller and David Blaine, and was said to have taken a keen interest in the art of illusion. Some speculate that Jackson may have employed these illusion techniques to stage his death and effectively disappear from the public eye. Furthermore, Jackson's 1996 short film, Ghosts, where he plays a character that fakes his death to escape an angry mob, has been interpreted by some as a hint towards his grand escape plan. The narrative of a misunderstood and persecuted individual choosing to disappear rather than face public disdain echoes the circumstances of Jackson's own life, leading some to theorize that Ghosts was more than just a film. Jackson's eccentric personality, coupled with his love for disguises and illusion, could understandably make some believe in the possibility of his successful escape from the public eye. However, it's crucial to remember that such theories hinge on speculation and interpretation, and while they may seem compelling to some, they lack any substantial evidence to prove their veracity. While the theories continue to circulate, the fact remains that the tangible evidence of Jackson's death, the autopsy report, the conviction of Conrad Murray, and the testimony of those close to him, overwhelmingly points to the unfortunate reality that the King of Pop is no longer with us. but the intense speculation surrounding his death undeniably attests to his enduring impact on his fans and popular culture at large. Number 3. The lack of concrete evidence. The third reason in this exploration of why some people believe that Michael Jackson could still be alive pertains to the perceived lack of concrete evidence. These theories revolve around the idea that the available evidence surrounding Jackson's death is either flawed or insufficient. Primarily, skeptics question the validity of the autopsy report, arguing that it lacks the concrete details that should accompany such a document, such as specific descriptions of known health conditions or unique physical characteristics. They argue that certain identifiable features, such as the burns from the Pepsi commercial accident or the skin condition vitiligo, were not adequately mentioned or described in the autopsy report. Additionally, some have scrutinized the death certificate itself, highlighting multiple revisions made to the document. The initial death certificate didn't list a cause of death, and it was only after 2 amendments that it finally stated Jackson died from acute propofol intoxication in combination with the effects of other drugs. Conspiracy theorists have also pointed to the lack of public viewing of Jackson's body as a significant piece of missing evidence. His family held a private funeral, and during the public memorial service, the casket remained closed. While this decision can be attributed to the family's request for privacy, for some, it contributes to the argument that there's a lack of definitive proof of Jackson's death. The trial and subsequent conviction of Jackson's physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, also contribute to these theories. Some argue that the trial left many questions unanswered and that Murray's narrative was inconsistent, thus raising doubts about the actual events that led to Jackson's death. However, these arguments often rely heavily on conjecture and speculation, overlooking the significant evidence that corroborates the account of Jackson's death. The autopsy was carried out by experienced medical professionals. The trial of Dr. Murray was conducted under the scrutiny of the justice system, and the grief expressed by those close to Jackson is unquestionable. While it's human nature to search for answers and struggle with accepting the death of a beloved icon, the overwhelming evidence points to the sad reality that Michael Jackson has indeed passed away. However, it is the lack of what some perceive to be concrete evidence that allows these theories of him potentially being alive to persist. Number 4. His predictions about his own death. The fourth reason some individuals speculate Michael Jackson may still be alive revolves around various statements made by the King of Pop himself, which some have interpreted as predictions of his own death. These statements, often made in interviews or casual conversations, have been retrospectively analyzed and have fueled theories surrounding Jackson's death and possible disappearance. For instance, in several interviews, Jackson expressed fear that he would be killed over his music catalog, which includes rights to songs by many high-profile artists, including the Beatles. This fear was so pervasive that some friends and confidants have gone on record stating that he frequently talked about his imminent demise, which he believed would be orchestrated. Jackson's relationship with fame was fraught, and he frequently expressed a desire for a more private life away from the relentless media scrutiny. This desire for a more peaceful life, combined with his alleged predictions, has led some theorists to propose that he may have chosen to fake his death and finally achieve the privacy he so craved. Furthermore, Jackson's interest in the story of Elvis Presley, who also had conspiracy theories surrounding his death, adds another layer to this narrative. Jackson was known to be fascinated by Presley's life, and his marriage to Lisa Marie Presley only intensified these speculations. Some conspiracy theorists suggest that Jackson might have followed in Presley's footsteps, at least according to those who believe that Elvis faked his death. It's critical, however, to approach such theories with a healthy degree of skepticism. The idea that Michael Jackson predicted his death could be interpreted as his heightened paranoia, a symptom of his increasing physical and mental stress. The lack of concrete proof, coupled with the abundance of verified evidence surrounding his death, makes these theories speculative at best. Nevertheless, the very existence of these theories underscores the profound influence Jackson had on his fans and the lengths some are willing to go to believe that their idol might still be alive. While the theories may not hold up under factual scrutiny, they serve as a testament to Jackson's lasting impact on popular culture and the enduring fascination with his life and legacy. Number 5. The frequency of celebrity hoaxes. Celebrity death hoaxes are not a new phenomenon. With the advent of the internet and social media platforms, such hoaxes have become increasingly common, often spiraling out of control due to the viral nature of online content. The fact that such hoaxes frequently occur has led some to believe that Michael Jackson's death could be one such instance, thus contributing to the theory that he might still be alive. The speculation surrounding the death of a celebrity often stems from a sense of disbelief and a collective unwillingness to accept that someone so influential could be gone. This has been seen in numerous cases, from Elvis Presley to Tupac Shakur, where fans have refused to believe official reports, instead choosing to believe in elaborate hoaxes or conspiracy theories. The common thread in these instances is the iconic status of these personalities and their untimely and often unexpected deaths. In Jackson's case, the shock of his sudden death was too much for many to handle. Almost immediately, there were whispers of him faking his death. These whispers grew louder with the internet, as numerous websites and forums began dissecting every minute detail related to his death. Unconfirmed sightings, alleged impersonators, and blurry photos circulated online, each adding fuel to the speculation. Some theorists even drew parallels between Jackson's situation and that of Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, whose death has been a subject of debate for years. This connection was likely due to their shared status as music royalty and the similar circumstances of their deaths. Additionally, the fact that Jackson himself was a known prankster who loved surprising his fans lends credence to this theory in the eyes of some believers. The idea that he could have pulled off the ultimate prank by faking his death seems plausible to those who wish to believe it. However, it's essential to consider that celebrity death hoaxes, while popular, are rarely based on hard evidence. They often stem from misinformation, unverified sources, or misinterpretations. While it's true that Jackson was known for his playful nature, suggesting that he could have staged his death is a significant leap that overlooks the serious, legal, ethical, and emotional implications of such an act. The frequency of celebrity hoaxes feeds into our collective curiosity and fascination with the lives of the rich and famous. They serve as an escape from reality, a way to keep our idols alive in our hearts and minds. Yet they can also detract from the real issues and tragedies surrounding their deaths. In the case of Michael Jackson, while these theories provide an intriguing narrative, they must be considered in the context of the substantial evidence that confirms his unfortunate passing. Number 6. The Neverland Ranch Mystery. The enigmatic Neverland Ranch, once the home of Michael Jackson, is another reason some believe he could still be alive. The sprawling estate, filled with amusement rides, a private theater, and its very own zoo, was a testament to Jackson's love for whimsy and childhood innocence. After Jackson's death, several mysterious occurrences at Neverland Ranch have added fuel to the theories about his possible survival. One of the most prominent of these instances is the alleged sightings of Jackson at the ranch after his reported death. Numerous fans and conspiracy theorists claim to have spotted Jackson in the windows or the grounds of the estate in photos or video footage, leading to speculation that he is still living there in seclusion. Moreover, the secrecy maintained by the Jackson family and estate about Neverland Ranch after his death has raised suspicions among conspiracy theorists. For many years, the future of the ranch remained uncertain, with rumors swirling about its possible renovation or sale. This uncertainty and secrecy have led some to theorize that the ranch is being kept intact for Jackson. It's worth mentioning, however, that Jackson vacated Neverland Ranch following his 2005 trial and reportedly vowed never to return due to the traumatic associations it held for him. The ranch was eventually sold after his death, seemingly contradicting the theory that he would choose it as his hiding place. While these theories are intriguing, they are often based on unverified sightings and speculation. Lights turning on and off could be attributed to maintenance staff or automated systems, and the reported sounds could be the result of a number of natural causes or remnants of the ranch's own infrastructure. Neverland Ranch, with its fairy tale-like aura and strong connection to Jackson's personal and professional life, naturally draws fascination and speculation. However, any claims of Jackson's presence there lack solid, verifiable evidence and rely heavily on conjecture. In analyzing the mystery of Neverland Ranch, it's essential to remember that while it symbolizes much of the magic and allure associated with Jackson's persona, it was also a place of controversy and personal torment for the star. The allure of the ranch and the mysteries that fans and theorists perceive should not overshadow the concrete evidence of Jackson's passing or the complex realities of his life. Controversial sightings and impersonators. An essential part of the narrative suggesting that Michael Jackson could still be alive revolves around various controversial sightings and impersonators that have emerged since his death. These instances, often widely shared and debated on social media platforms, have played a significant role in perpetuating the theory that Jackson might still be alive. In the years following Jackson's death, there have been multiple alleged sightings of the pop icon in various parts of the world. These sightings, often backed by blurry photos or grainy video footage, have sparked significant debate among fans and conspiracy theorists. From claims of spotting Jackson in a crowd during a broadcast of his own funeral to sightings in various cities worldwide, these reports have fueled speculation about his possible survival. Additionally, several impersonators have added to the speculation. Some of these impersonators bear a striking resemblance to Jackson and have perfected his unique mannerisms and dance moves, causing some fans to believe they might actually be witnessing the King of Pop himself. One notable example is an impersonator who goes by the name Sergio Cortez, whose resemblance to Jackson is so uncanny that it has led some to theorize that Cortez might be Jackson in disguise. The fascination with these sightings and impersonators can be traced back to the profound impact that Jackson had on his fans and the public at large. His sudden death left a void for many, and the thought of him possibly still being alive provides a sense of hope and comfort. However, while these sightings and impersonators provide compelling fodder for conspiracy theories, they lack any concrete evidence. The sightings often rely on low-quality images or videos, and while they may bear a passing resemblance to Jackson, they do not provide conclusive proof of his survival. Similarly, while impersonators like Cortez are incredibly talented, their existence should not be misconstrued as evidence of Jackson living incognito. These theories also overlook the emotional, legal, and logistical implications of such a scenario. For Jackson to fake his death and live under a new identity would require a monumental effort involving countless people and raising ethical and legal questions. In the end, while controversial sightings and impersonators may keep the myth of Jackson's survival alive, they remain just that, myths. The truth, as substantiated by concrete evidence and official accounts, is that Michael Jackson sadly passed away in 2009. His legacy, however, continues to live on through his timeless music and the enduring love of his fans. Number 8. Strange messages in his music. Music has long been a medium through which artists express their innermost thoughts, fears, hopes, and secrets. For Michael Jackson, his music was a window into his soul, often revealing more than he might have explicitly shared in interviews or public appearances. Some fans and conspiracy theorists believe that Jackson hid messages in his music hinting at his intention to fake his death, thereby providing yet another reason to argue that he might still be alive. This line of thinking primarily revolves around analyzing the lyrics of Jackson's songs, particularly those released close to his death. For instance, songs like This Is It and Morphine have been pointed out by some fans as containing cryptic messages about his impending disappearance. Further adding to this narrative is the posthumous album Michael, which some theorists believe contains songs recorded by an impersonator, implying that Jackson might have faked his death and used an impersonator to maintain his musical legacy. However, these theories often rely on ambiguous interpretations and speculation. Analyzing song lyrics is inherently subjective, with interpretations often revealing more about the listener than the artist's original intent. Jackson was known for his emotive and often personal songwriting, and attributing specific meanings to his lyrics without concrete proof is speculative at best. Moreover, it's important to remember that Jackson, like many artists, used his music to explore various themes, emotions, and experiences. Songs like Morphine reflect his struggles with addiction, while This Is It was likely a commentary on his anticipation for his comeback tour. As for the claims about the posthumous album, multiple investigations have confirmed that the vocals on the album belong to Jackson. The album was also released under the careful management of the Jackson Estate and Sony Music, both of which have vehemently denied these claims. Music is a powerful tool for storytelling and emotional expression, and it's no surprise that fans look to Jackson's music for clues about his life and, in this case, his death. However, while his music continues to captivate and intrigue listeners worldwide, it's essential to approach these theories with skepticism and respect for the verified facts surrounding Jackson's passing. His music remains a testament to his artistic genius and the profound impact he had on popular culture, irrespective of the theories that have sprung up around it. Number 9. The influence of his massive debt. At the time of his death, Michael Jackson was reportedly in substantial financial debt, estimated to be around $500 million. This financial crisis, brought on by lavish spending habits, costly legal battles, and a significant decrease in revenue in the years leading up to his death, has led some to speculate that Jackson might have faked his death to escape his debts. This forms yet another reason why some people hold on to the belief that the king of pop could still be alive. The theory proposes that by faking his death, Jackson would have been able to live in seclusion, free from the mounting financial pressure and scrutiny. In this narrative, his death would have provided an opportunity to start afresh, leaving behind the debts and the public attention that came with it. Indeed, the financial aspect of Jackson's life cannot be overlooked. He was renowned for his extravagant lifestyle, and his financial troubles were well documented. However, connecting these financial struggles to the theory that he faked his death is a significant leap. Firstly, faking a death to escape debt is a criminal act with severe consequences, including potential imprisonment if discovered. Given Jackson's status as a global icon, the likelihood of such an act going unnoticed is implausible. It would require the complicity of numerous individuals and would pose significant legal and ethical issues. Secondly, while Jackson was undoubtedly in debt, his assets, including his music catalog and his share in the Sony ATV music publishing catalog, which included the rights to many Beatles songs, were incredibly valuable. His death has actually resulted in a significant increase in revenue for his estate, demonstrating that his financial situation could have potentially improved if he had lived and managed his assets effectively. While Jackson's financial difficulties certainly added a complex dimension to his life, they do not provide substantial evidence to suggest he faked his death. Like many aspects of his life, his financial situation was characterized by highs and lows, but attributing it as a reason for his alleged disappearance falls into the realm of speculation and conspiracy rather than solid fact. His legacy, both artistic and financial, continues to be a testament to his enduring influence and talent. Number 10. His profound impact on pop culture. Michael Jackson's profound impact on pop culture is undeniable. With his groundbreaking music, iconic dance moves, and distinctive fashion sense, he shaped and influenced the entertainment industry in ways that are still felt today. For some, this immense impact forms the basis of the belief that Jackson could still be alive, suggesting that a personality of his magnitude is too significant to fade away. Jackson's contributions to music and pop culture were transformative. His unique fusion of pop, rock, and soul, coupled with his innovative use of music videos, paved the way for future artists and changed the landscape of popular music. His fame extended beyond music, with his eccentric lifestyle and striking aesthetic influencing fashion, dance, and celebrity culture. This notion is often fueled by the desire to keep his memory alive and to maintain a connection with the artist who had such a significant impact on their lives. Fans worldwide continue to celebrate his music, emulate his style, and honor his legacy, keeping the spirit of the king of pop alive. Yet, while it's understandable to yearn for the presence of a beloved artist, it's critical to separate emotional desire from reality. Theories about Jackson faking his death are largely rooted in speculation and lack substantial evidence. They often overlook the significant legal, ethical, and emotional implications of such an act. Jackson's impact on pop culture continues to be felt, and his legacy lives on through his music and the millions of fans who continue to celebrate his life and work. His untimely death is undoubtedly a significant loss for the music industry and the world, but the impact he left is a testament to his extraordinary talent and influence. In death, as in life, Michael Jackson remains a significant cultural figure. His music continues to inspire and entertain, his style continues to influence fashion and aesthetics, and his groundbreaking work continues to shape the entertainment industry. His influence is such that, while he is physically gone, his presence is still very much felt, testament to his enduring impact on pop culture. The legacy of Michael Jackson is not dependent on conspiracy theories or unfounded speculations, but stands on the undeniable influence he wielded as a musician, an artist, and a cultural icon.